Hey there, my fishing friends. Your favorite angler, always chasing that next bite, is here to give you the lowdown on what to expect on the water this coming Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. Now hold on to your hats, because this day is shaping up to be truly special. The crisp autumn air and steadily cooling waters are setting the stage for some serious fish activity across much of the United States. You're about to learn why this Tuesday could be one of your best fishing days of the fall, especially if you're targeting those hungry predators getting ready for winter. First, let's talk about some of our favorite species and the tactics that will put fish in your net. Largemouth bass. In late October, these guys are packing on the pounds, friends. They'll be moving to shallower water, typically 5 to 8 feet deep, as the cooler surface temperatures make them more comfortable, and bait fish move closer to shore. Look for them near vegetation lines, brush piles, and drop-offs. My little trick for this time of year is using larger, slower-moving crankbaits or jig and trailer combinations. The bass are looking for a substantial meal, so don't be shy with your lure size. Work your bait slowly and deliberately along those weed lines and structure edges. Topwater lures can still be effective in the mornings on the warmer, sunny side of the water. Northern pike and walleye. These toothy critters often share similar habitats in the fall. You'll find them active in cooler waters, with pike becoming particularly aggressive as they chase baitfish. For northern pike, look near cabbage weed beds that are still green and close to deep water, as well as wind-blown rocky points. Walleye will also be moving into shallower areas, especially around gravel or sand flats where baitfish might be congregating. For pike, a heavy-action casting rod with 50 or 65-pound braid is ideal. Throw magnum-sized inline spinners or large spinnerbaits, they really grab a big pike's attention. For walleye, vertical jigging with minnow-imitating lures or live minnows near structures can be deadly. Crappie and panfish. These fun-to-catch species are very active in the fall, staying close to weeds and rocks in shallower water. Crappie especially love structures and timber, which allow them to move easily between shallow and deeper water, depending on the conditions. Marina docks, bridge piers, and sunken wood are prime spots. On cloudy days, they might be higher in the water column, while on sunny days, they'll hug the bottom. A light action rod with a small bobber rig using live bait like minnows or worms is a classic choice for both. Small jigs or grubs will also entice crappie. For bluegill, target those shallow weed beds and just off drop-offs with small worms or crickets. Striped bass, coastal regions. For those of you on the coast, particularly the mid-Atlantic and northeast, striped bass will be in full migration mode, heading south and actively feeding. Look for them along steep channel edges where they intercept schools of baitfish moving out of tidal rivers as water temperatures drop. Jigging with soft plastics or trolling umbrella rigs will be very effective. Overcast days with a light northeast wind are often prime, especially if you see birds swirling or fish feeding on the surface. Now let's break down the conditions for October 28th, 2025. Weather. The overall weather picture across much of the United States looks generally cool and fair. We're expecting daytime temperatures to be in the comfortable range of 55 to 62 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 13 to 17 degrees Celsius, dropping to the low to mid-40s, or 5 to 8 degrees Celsius at night. While local variations are always a factor, a generally stable period is expected with a limited chance of rain in some regions. Barometric pressure is likely to be stable or in a favorable dropping trend, which often signals increased fish activity. Winds should be light to moderate, making for pleasant fishing conditions. Water temperature. Water temperatures are steadily falling, moving into the high 60s down to the mid-50s Fahrenheit, or around 15 to 20 degrees Celsius in many areas. In coastal bays, surface temperatures might be in the mid-60s, with rivers slightly cooler in the upper 50s. This cooling trend is fantastic for fishing. Warm water fish like bass often find the mid-60s to be their most active feeding temperature. Fish will be seeking out slightly warmer water in shallower areas during the day and can suspend deeper as surface temperatures drop further. Moon phase. On Tuesday, October 28th, 2025, the moon will be in its waxing crescent phase with approximately 38 to 40% illumination. It's about 6 to 7 days after the new moon, heading towards the first quarter on the 29th. Many anglers believe the waxing crescent is a good phase, often leading to active feeding, especially during twilight hours when the moon provides some low light. So, don't let this phase fool you, the fish will be out and about. General activity of fish. Based on all this, friends, the general activity for fish across the United States will be good to excellent. The cooling water is the primary driver, pushing hungry fish into predictable feeding patterns. Expect active predators like bass, pike, and walleye to be aggressively chasing bait, while panfish will also be readily available in shallower, sheltered areas. This is not a day to stay home. The consistent temperatures, light winds, and the fish's natural drive to feed make for a fantastic fishing opportunity. So, my friends, get out there and make some memories. Cast a line, enjoy the beautiful autumn scenery, and I wish you all tight lines. Ni vosta, ni cheshwi. What are your plans for fishing this week? What's your go-to fall lure? Share your tips and tricks in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this forecast, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more expert fishing advice. See you on the water.